Hey guys, good morning, good morning. Come in, let's connect. Oh, I need to. Okay. All right. Hey guys, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Come in, let's connect. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Okay, that looks good. Hey, trending G's. I really missed you yesterday. How are you doing, first of all? And how is our baby girl? I was checking your channel yesterday. Check. I say, now what was going on? I was looking forward to, your review. I said, okay, maybe yesterday did not work. Maybe she is so busy and stuff like that. So, hi Mel, hi Trending G's, how you doing, sis? It was, and then this morning, I've been awake for a long time. So this morning, I started replying all the comments in my. So when I was replying comments, I think that was when you were rounding up your live because it took me over 45 minutes to reply all those comments. I think about 4 of my videos, I've not had time to reply comment. By the time I finished, I checked my notification. I say, oh, I missed it again. Anyway, my little one won't let me. I know. It's well. That's joy of motherhood. Before you know it, she'll be 8, 9, 10. And then when you call her to come and stay by your side, she'll tell you, no, mommy, I'm busy. So let's enjoy it while enjoy the joyful pain while it lasts. Oh boy. So good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Please thumbs up the video when you come in. So yeah, give us a thumbs up when you come in. Today I'm talking about I'll be discussing Osinachi's husband cry for help. I hope I titled my video very well. Her cry for help. Yeah, Osinachi. A lot of people made the video yesterday showing him speaking up, saying that he did not by his wife, that his wife died because of a lung cancer. And I began to wonder, what is the autopsy saying? She might have a lung cancer, but if there is a traumatic force to his body as a result of hitting or beating, that might facilitate a lot of things going wrong quickly, and it might speed up the person's demise. So I was like, so this man could even say a thing. But anyway, I felt if he was innocent, like he's claiming, he should be able um, to at least ask for, for the media houses, those people following him with camera, for them to and grant an interview to say his side of the story. You know, yeah, he can grant interview. He can ask them that he needs to do an interview, or even if he's coming out from the court, he can speak to the newsmen in his own defense. But I guess the evidence surrounding the case is so damaging. Maybe that's why his lawyer is advising him not to say anything. So let him go and sleep in jail. Honestly, honestly, now the anger has really calmed down. If that trial had started at the time Osinachi passed, it would have been a very, very heated one. But a lot of things have happened, and a lot of events are beginning to overtake Osinachi's event. But the thing is that I don't think she's been buried yet. So by the time they're gonna do burial, it's going to, resurrect a lot of things, a lot of emotions, a lot of cries. So the guy, if I were him, thank God I'm not though, but he should start getting his axis right, in the sense that if he feels he's innocent, he should grant an interview. If he feels he's innocent, he should even write letters to media houses, let them broadcast it. But from your children to your in-laws to the music co-music artist, gospel music artist of Osinachi, their evidence is extremely, extremely powerful and so damaging to this man. I looked at him yesterday. I watched Vanessa's video yesterday. I'm not sure I even left a comment, or maybe I did. I think I did. After watching the thing, I was like, this man face strong. Oh, aye, the face of wickedness. But anyway, hopefully the court will be able to do a good job at that, and then let justice be served. At least if he's guilty, they're going to charge him as guilty as charged, and it's going to set precedent to others. Few days ago, I think it was on Wednesday, I was reading something on Linda Ikeji, and Linda posted about a young man that went to visit his brother in the clinic. And then there in the hospital, a man was wailing, crying, screaming that his wife just passed, his wife just passed. And then the next thing they heard was the man's sister shouting back, "Why are you crying? That we've told you several times to stop hitting the woman, stop doing this, but you did not. Now you've hit her. I think she had internal bleeding in the brain or something, and the woman did not survive that particular, hitting, and the man was crying. The writer of that story was so surprised that the man should be around 60 years of age and was still doing the same thing, that he thought, that kind of thing happens with young people, not knowing old people. I say, well, Osinachi's husband should be in his late 50s too. So these things happen all the time. They happen all the time, especially in that part of our world. But the thing is that social media is bringing them just right in our faces. You understand? Then people are beginning to hear about it. Mel, do you know what I would have done? I would have tried to see if I do high destination. Okay, I can't do it now because I've not downloaded Facebook on my laptop. So yeah, it will be difficult for me to do that. He still has a chance to clear. Yeah, he has the chance to clear his name, and he's in court. So all this one he's telling the newsman, I'm not guilty. I did not do this. He should go to court and bring his solid evidence, because your children can't just come out openly and speak about you if you're not speak bad about you if you're not bad to them. And then, hey, Sister Ifechi, hi, Maggie Space. Thank you both for joining me today. It's my usual Saturday, Let's Connect. And today I'm talking about Osinachi's husband cry for help. And that's what we are discussing. Thank you both for coming. I really appreciate. So I was saying that your children can speak badly of you if you're not treating them badly, and not just the big son, but to the smallest child, all of them had something to say, you know about their father, and they are not good things. And then your in-law, imagine, not even one person from your in-law will say something good about you. I mean, we can't forget the fact that we are still Africans, and then we have this strong community base that the clan people, the in-laws, the immediate in-laws, the extended, we have those things. So if nobody in that community will say, hey, Ogomunwoka was a good person, I mean, the guy has a very long group to climb, because not even the mother of the bride has anything good to say about him. Not the sisters, not the brother, not the relative. And also, when you now come to the gospel artist circle of followers, like the fellow artists, the likes of what's that guy, Frank Edward or something, and every other person, and even the pastors that they've contacted them in the past to come and minister in their churches. Nobody is saying anything good about this man. So you can't just wake up because you're now in detention and come and start crying for help that, yeah, I did not do anything. You have to come up with solid evidence to clear your name if you think you have any name to clear. If not, the thing they have, the hold on him is so strong that going by, if you look at it legally, I don't know what the man will, unless if the autopsy is going to say categorically that it was not trauma or any resultant effect of hitting that caused this damage. You understand? Unless if the autopsy is going to say yes, the cause of DEAD is basically lung cancer. We've seen situations whereby people have oh, he said it's lung cancer. Do you know, I was thinking throat cancer, being a singer. Oh, lung cancer. Lung cancer. That's even another one. She was not a smoker and all of that. Lung cancer. I was even thinking it was throat cancer. It's not even throat cancer. Okay. The man has a long way to go. He really has a long way to go. And because of the outcry, of the whole world over Osinachi, the lawyer defending him, I really pity him. I seriously pity him, because if nobody in the church community will say anything good about him, if nobody in his own family, his brothers, his cousins will say anything good about him, then his in-laws, they have nothing good to say about this man. Your children, Amo, the guy has a long way to defend himself. The only thing that can help him, if the autopsy reads specifically that the cause of DEAD is because of this, then he can be able to say yes. But apart from that, they will ask him for the hospital result. Absolutely. Maybe there is something for him to have said lung cancer. Maybe there is a test, you understand, that reads to that effect. But even if she had lung cancer at the time, they don't just die, they have their own process of, passage and all of that. It's not just that you were hit, you were rushed to the hospital, and then the next thing you went into coma, and then the next thing you did not make it. Hi, Cody. Cody, how are you doing? Thank you for joining me today. Welcome, welcome. I didn't even share myself out. See, YouTuber. Let me share myself so that people can join us, at least for this. Thank you, all my amazing family. Thank you guys for coming up with me. I really appreciate you all. I don't think you guys for granted at all. Thank you, thank you, thank you so, so, so much. So today, like I said, I'm talking about, is also a connect LS. Is there is somebody here that you just, oh, I haven't visited this person. This is an opportunity to check the person out and visit. We know we're all busy, but once in a while we should be able to do a check on, okay, hey, I haven't seen this person. I hope this person is okay. Let me even look up for the channel and all of that. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the share as well, Koti. I really appreciate you, sis. Thank you for yesterday also. Thank you for the chat yesterday. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you. Sister Fechi is saying he lacks his lack of remorse annoys me the more. You see, that's what I'm saying. The world, globally, Osinachi was mourned. Hey, I've never seen somebody. Okay, it reminds me when that happened. It reminded me of Michael Jackson. I remember when Michael Jackson died. um, when Michael Jackson passed, and a customer of ours in the bank came to the bank to do transactions. She was 80, no, she was 70 at the time. So she came. Then the news flash, we are with smartphone news flash. We were like, oh my goodness, somebody said MJ just passed. You man say MJ? Are you talking about my own Michael Jackson? A woman in her 70s, the woman nearly passed out in the banking hall. So we had to start fanning her and all of that, checking to make sure, calling anybody that could help. So when those snatches on happened, everybody, it was like God had a call on the world. People started reminiscing over a lot of things. And that her last song, Cry for Help, I think that is the title. That song, it really pierced soul, as if she knew she was gonna go. And that song, if you know, do it now, tomorrow might be late. That it was so touchy. So Sister Fechi is saying the man's lack of remorse annoys her the more. Did any of you see him being walked out of the court or heard his voice when he said that she passed due? I heard that. I saw the video. That was why I'm doing this live stream based on that. I saw the video. He was saying it. Even the face of his lawyer was not seen. I really pity the lawyer because every evidence presented so far is so extremely damaging to this case that the man might not come out of it. Honestly, he was, yeah, you will say lack of remorse. I understand. But what I'm saying is, even if he's claiming to be innocent, right? He's presumed to be innocent until proven guilty. They're already in court. He should be able to grant interview with evidence saying that, look, maybe because I did not tell the world, maybe because nobody knew that for the past 4 years or 3 years or two, we've been going to hospital. This is what my wife has been suffering. These are medical reports to back it up. And when she was rushed to the hospital, it was not because she was hit, it was because she had crisis. If there is any solid evidence to back what his cry, then this is the time to show it. But I don't think this man has anything because he never knew he was gonna result to that extent. He never knew it was gonna happen. Uh, Koti said cancer care. I know. When I forgot it was lung cancer he talked about, I thought it was throat cancer. I said throat cancer. I know of a musician, a very popular musician that we all know. She had a throat cancer. It was detected very early. They went on surgery and treatment and all of that. Now she's fine and she's still singing. So, but lung cancer, when you hear lung cancer, the first thing that will come to your mind is a smoker or something. I know some people still get lung cancer and they are not smokers, but there must be medical records showing that, yes, at so point, this person was diagnosed of lung cancer. She's been receiving treatment. She has had one or two relapses and all of that. And then the time I rushed her to the hospital, it wasn't because she was hit, because the story was like she was hit. They rushed her to the hospital. And if we recall, Osinachi's mother said the man did not tell them that the daughter was rushed to the hospital. That it was Osinachi's friend that called them, that your daughter is in the hospital. Oh. That then she spoke with Osinachi the day before she passed. Osinachi said she was feeling well. Then the next thing they heard, and when the Osinachi passed, the man did not even deem it fit to call the family. Hey, this man just shot himself on both legs, not even on one foot, both completely. He should not come out to let him That repentance is between him and God, oh, but he must face the music and face the legal consequences of any action if he's found guilty. Even if he will face the legal consequences of it, upon that he should repent. When you keep beating people, you won't know when it. Absolutely, you will not know when it's because there was this day that something happened to me, and my child was complaining she was not feeling well. And for a little child to tell you what was her description, she said, let me try and remember how she described it. She said her throat was spicy. That's the way she could explain it. Her throat was spicy. As a mother, the first thing that came to my mind, if only I can have access to what goes on in the internal part of the body, not just the physical we touch, to know how to help my daughter. You understand? So we start going through it. Okay, it's spicy. Does that mean if you try to drink water, you feel pain? She say, yes, mommy. Does that mean if you try to cough, it's scratchy and painful? She said, yes, mommy. I said, okay, now I understand a little bit what was happening. When you keep hitting somebody all the time, basbos, you're doing a lot of damages internally. We might see the wound, but the wound will heal and leave the scars. You understand? But the damage inside, we can't be able to see that with our physical eyes. People don't know the extent of, a hitting could cause, the damage a hitting could cause to anybody. They don't know that when your ego is there, you're trying to feel that you're the man, you can do whatever you want to do, or you're the woman, you can do whatever you want to do. You're causing trauma, you're damaging cells, nerve system, and everything. And then when it now results to this action, you come and be looking for an escape way. It's not gonna happen. The legal consequences, he must face them upon his repentance. He must face them. Coty said the man was abusive, hence his inability to let her associate with family and friends. Oh yes. Oh yes. These things we are talking about is what they are going to throw at him in the court. And the prosecutor has an easy job in the sense that they've leveled, evidences before him. So what he needs to do is to make sure he collaborates everything and get people's testimony, and then any physical witnesses, any witnesses he can get across, gather all the witnesses, all the documents, any evidence, and even the testimonies of his children. Everything will be taken into place. And then the next thing will be serious trial. We are just seeing the 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 beginning of it. The beginning of it. The man has even started seeing something. And he's also lucky because some people, some bad people in that jail can decide to deal with him, because I believe Osinachi's music cut across the good, the bad, the ugly. People loved her voice, people loved her music, her administration. Her administration was the one that could just take you in the presence of the Lord at the moment she starts singing. So we are waiting. It's just that the government is being careful because it's a very sensitive case, so they don't want to come out and say this is the autopsy, this is what the autopsy said, and which is good. Unlike when it was Sylvester Omonoyi's case, the little 12-year-old boy, it was as if the trial was done on social media. That's the way I looked at it, and that made that case a big deal. So it's a good thing they're handling it nicely in the courts. You understand? Let them continue that way. My take is that if this man is crying for help, he should have evidence to prove that yes, my hands are clean, I am not guilty, I did not do anything. It's too much sometimes. Kuti also said some women ordinarily suffering they get. Let me get it again. Okay, let me see. Suffering they get. Okay, some women ordinary suffering, they get cancer, let alone when you beat. That's the thing. High roots, Ruth, you guys got me hooked this morning. You and our gum series, and I didn't know I missed it yesterday. So I woke up since 5:30. Our days here, 4 o'clock is like 8 a.m. That's what it is for us now. So, and once you start seeing those lights and the sun, pierce through your bedroom window, sleep has gone. So I woke up, I started watching Ogum series with your live stream with Ogum series. Oh boy, I really, I really enjoyed it. I will say I really, really enjoyed it. I took my time to watch it from the beginning. How Ogum was telling all her story. We don't look like what we've been through. Okay, we completely don't look like what we've been through. So I really, really, I didn't leave a comment because I felt there was no need for that. I didn't even know Ogum was sending video to Sandra. Sandra will edit and she will do back. Then NJ gave her visibility and all of that. And it was really, really, really interesting. It was really, 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 really interesting. Thank you for sharing that moment. I appreciate. Coty said her singing was the only thing she could use to let her heart out since she couldn't speak to anyone. And then the man only allowed her sing because he was benefiting. Coty, do you know there is my sister, my immediate elder sister. She's still very pissed with this Osinachi thing and more angry towards the husband. Her opinion, that's my sister's opinion. She said the man was so dumb that this man would have been a multi-millionaire flying everywhere in the world if he was a smart human being. Because according to my sister said, God gave this man, God gave this man wealth in the name of Osinachi as a wife, and the man misused every inch of that opportunity. That I should just look at. She was her analysis, and she's the one that analyzes all the YouTube channels for me. Oh, this is my sister. She's not a YouTuber. So she said, look at it this way. Tell me any musician, any gospel artist in Nigeria that could sing and move people spiritually like Osinachi. A lot of people are earning to hear from her. That imagine Osinachi never came to the US, and all these people flying over to every part of the world can't even sing anything close to that woman. But because of a bad husband, God gave you a gift that would have lifted your family from poverty. You people would have had a very sweet life together as couple. Your children would have been better placed. You use your hand, even your children got that destruction. How can your son be, was it 11 or 12, in still primary 5, cannot even write very well, and you live in a city in Abuja, not that you're living in my remote village somewhere. Anyways, let's just continue. Thank you so much, Mommy Ifechi, for the heart. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Um, yes, I was so angry that I missed that LS route. I was so angry. But this morning I sat down. Thank God my children were still sleeping. You know, when you wake up at 5:30 on a Saturday, you're doing nothing. You're just lying down in bed. Nobody's bothering you. So I was listening. Ogum shared a lot. Oh my goodness. She shared a lot. Do you know when she some of the things she said about her first videos? I went back to her channel. I, I got all the time this morning. As I speak now, it's only my husband that is awake. My 2 kids are still sleeping. So I went back to August's channel. I watched the video, her intro. That intro, she said she did it about 15 times before she said they could pick one. I watched that intro. I laughed, no be small. But the intro looked well, though. Then I watched another video of hers that her daddy caught her with her boyfriend. I watched 3 more videos from August's channel. Old ones, not these new videos. When she started, when Sandra was editing her, I watched those videos to see how the edit was and all of that. And it was really, really rewarding. I really enjoyed that live stream. I'm sorry I missed that, but thank God I caught up with everything that happened. Oh, see, you see, everybody see. Ekoti says she watched that too. We never look like what we've been to. Absolutely. When I was listening to Ogon, I say, "Oh my goodness!" And then Ogon with her craziness, her light. I don't know what started happening to her light. She said, "I beg, continue. Let me just sort my ring light." I busted out laughing. And then when she started talking about her her Amadi. I prefer to use Amadi than using the name Ogon use on TV. And then people started liking her personality after that video with the NJ. And sincerely, it was that video that shot her to limelight because she's been their friends for that length of time, but her channel wasn't moving. And she talked about Deaconess K's channel and then the foreign guy that shared her video and she got to 1,000. It was really, really a rewarding live stream. I enjoyed that. The man is just a destiny terminator. That's just the right word for it. Destiny terminator. We are used to hearing destiny destroyer, but terminator, I think, is the right best word for that man. Honestly, so imagine my sister is one person, but look at how she has analyzed Osinachi. She now said, if Osinachi has someone on courage to leave, and even the church in Nigeria will not support Osinachi, which we've all discussed, severally in our videos, and a lot of people talked about it. The church will not back him. They will not back her. They will not call her for ministration. That if Osinachi had maybe a sister, a sibling, a brother, or a friend that could just say, sis, you don't need the church to call you. Just use your phone, get your microphone, sing your song. After recording it in the studio, go to YouTube, go to Facebook, go to Instagram. I say, well, sometimes it's until something drastic happens. That's when you start hearing a lot of advices will be flying from every nook and cranny, that kind of a thing. But it did not happen. The lady did not come out. She stayed in that marriage because of what the society will say, what the church will say, and all of that. And that took her eventually. It's a learning call for everybody, honestly. And I believe, and most importantly, for the church, let the people in the church realize, let them know you don't have to to tie in that thing called marriage. No, you don't. You don't have to. A moment, Koti said, honestly, the man wasn't smart. He thought policing her would make her submissive. A woman who submitted all her earnings, yet to him, yet he was greedy. I don't even know the generation that man came from, honestly. I don't even know the generation. I don't even know his upbringing. I was like, how could somebody be this mean? How? Imagine that voice. Imagine the money that woman would have made from social media, and everything on social media, you're paid in dollars. Imagine when you convert it to Naira. Hey, look at somebody was sharing that she made a Nigerian, and not just one Nigerian, few Nigerians, they make 40K, $40,000 from Facebook, talking gibberish. Then imagine Osinachi that will pick microphone, the whole world will shake. Imagine how much money that woman would have been making from her home in Abuja. But anyway, and then blessing soul, because one thing is that she will be making the money, but she will be transforming lives at the same time, blessing soul, saving, lifting people up and encouraging people with those her beautiful songs. I'm happy you gained value. See, she's such an amazing person. Absolutely. She didn't have strong people around. I don't know, the sisters, all of them. I don't know. Sometimes church has eaten so deep in our lives as Africa that we don't even know what is right to do anymore. That's the way I think about it. They think, okay, endurance supposed to go. Christ went through persecution, but not this kind of persecution for the sake of the gospel. Not persecution because I'm your wife. You're destroying me. That's not persecution. But I believe the church people will say, yeah, if you're going through persecution, it could be in form of your marriage, in form of this. Marriage is not for endurance. It should be enjoyed, not endured. Koti said my church will call her. We don't support abuse. Koti, leave that thing. Leave that thing. There is this woman that came up after Osinachi's case on Facebook. She now revisited her story. She said that this Osinachi's thing is making her to speak up more, be more open. That she remember she came out from her marriage, and then she was to minister in a church in about 2 weeks. Then the church now heard that she's out of her marriage. They called her immediately that they are sorry they can't be able to feature her in their church because of her divorce. So, so my darling, forget my church will do this. Mm-mm. I only trust one person now, and that is God. You understand? I believe there are people that God has ordained to like lead the folks, lead the congregation and all of that. But absolute trust is on God and even the Bible. You understand? Read your Bible for yourself. If you're having difficulties, ask the Holy Spirit to help you discern whatever you're reading from the Bible. The church, they've led a lot of people, you know, into doing things. Yeah, endure. Just continue to endure. God will. I don't want to go into the church matter today. Honestly, I don't want to. Snatch's case was very emotional for me. It was very, very emotional. That her last song was as if, she knew things were gonna happen. Was she singing it for her husband? Change now, repent now. Tomorrow might be late. And that is what the man is facing now. Tomorrow is late for the man. And I don't think the court is going to, you know, act in any leniency at all towards the man. I don't think so. The man who doesn't even talk to his own family, is it his wife he will treat well? Honestly, that man, he has a very serious case. So, honestly, he has a very serious case. The church was a big part of why she stayed in that marriage. That's what I believe. There is nothing anybody will tell me that will be different. That's what I believe that happened to Snatchy. The church happened to her. You know the way we say Nigeria happened to this person. The church happened to her. Then I made a video yesterday. I talked about Yole Edochie. Yole Edochie, what happened to Yole Edochie was because he couldn't control his odogu. He couldn't put his odogu in the rightful place. So that's what happened to her. Sometimes um we overlook little things, okay, and then think it's okay, it's normal, and the next thing, the big one will happen. Okay, the big one will happen. So when you notice something from the very beginning, speak up. When you notice something, shout it to the rooftop. You might get help. I was telling a friend of mine who my friend ran. We worked in the same bank before in Nigeria. Then when I got here, we continued to talk like sisters. You understand? This lady will send me pictures of her black eyes, battered face, battered skin. I will be crying with her on the phone. After which I'll say, you know what? Wipe those tears, because I am not known for all this kind of sentiment and cry. I'm not the one that is going to tell you to run for your dear life. You are an adult. You have that decision to make. So that if tomorrow comes, you will not say, they misled me. Mm-mm. You have that decision. Either you choose to leave or you choose to go the other way. When this woman, at some point, she said that the one that was beginning to get on her nerves was that the man will be hitting her in front of her kids. So people go through things. But today, where is she? She is the happiest woman ever. She says she knows she's suffering, taking care of 3 children, but she's alive to do that. She got her kids. She ran all the way to Canada, and trust Canadian, they just welcomed her. She has settled down finally after about a year. But she's alive. Her kids are having a better experience, because it's going to take a process for those children to wash away the little things that been fed into their minds. The first one, as of the time they left, she was about maybe 8 or 9. I think they are turning 11. She turned 11. So that first one, because we gave birth kind of the same time, me and the lady. I think her first daughter turned 11 or thereabout. So she was about 8. So she's already a grown child, baby, a grown child. She could remember things and she still does. So we don't know the extent of what we do. But the thing is that those children, they can't tell lies to do what? To favor who? After all, their mother is gone. When they call them for interview, they are going to speak the truth. And the truth is so damaging to this case. So if the man is crying for help, she died of lung cancer, I did not kill my wife, this, that. He should come with evidence. Your family, his own family, cannot vouch for him. His in-law, not even one single person. The church cannot. And then your own children. Hey, at least at least let there be one person that will say, yeah, this man is a good man. Please listen to me, he's a good man. But nobody is speaking anything good about him. Not all churches, and I feel some women should stop making excuses for the church. If a man beats you, run. Kuti, it's so easy to say. Oh. It's so easy to say because, when you're not in the person wearing the shoes, it's very easy to give advice. But when it happened to you, you realize, whoa. I spoke with someone who recently left her marriage with her 2 kids. She said that assuming she did not have shoulders to run to, or people to run to, that she would have continued in that marriage. That one thing is like, I made up my mind I want to go. But another thing, what support system do you have? Because the mind can play you tricks. He's gonna change or she's gonna change. And then when you look at it, okay, now I've left. I don't even have a place to stay. I don't even know how to pick myself up. She said that if not that she had somewhere she ran to, because what she did, she carried her kid. The man went to work. She carried her kids and ran to her friend's place and told those friends to tell not to answer the husband, that if the husband called, that they should answer the husband that she's not with them. So she stayed there until she felt okay, fine. You can now tell, after 24 hours of not finding his family, they now said, okay, fine, that your wife is with us, but we don't want you to visit. Because if you visit, we might call the police. This is happening overseas in UK. So because she had a place that she was testifying, because she had a place to run to, a friend place, not relational, not anything. You know the way you come overseas, you make friends with people from your fellow Nigerians. Some of them turn to be like siblings. Some of them turn to be like family. You understand? Those people harbored her for I think about a month or thereabout. And then she now got her own apartment and moved. Okay. So there are so many reasons. It's very easy. Like when I was talking to my friend, I say, see, I'm not the one to tell you, leave your home. You should make that decision. But the only thing I will tell you what I will do. The moment somebody start hitting me, that's the day I will leave. The first hit, I will not let it happen a second time. Okay, Ruth said, yo was caught up by Kaya Mata. When Cosrep did his premiere, he was asking, could this be Kaya Mata in action? Oh boy, that one's strong. Oh. How can you tell me you did something and you couldn't let go? This guy has the audacity, The audacity. I was like, what? At least give that your first wife little respect. And your daughter that is already 18, give that child of yours, she's a girl. She's going to be a woman tomorrow. Little respect. You're now coming to admit to the whole world that you had a side chick beside your wife. And then when I said he tested the yori yori, people were laughing in my comment section. See, after making that video, I laughed. I said, God, did I just do this? I kept laughing at myself. I went to watch it again. I watched it again. I couldn't stop laughing until my daughter now said, Mommy, what's that? What's making you laugh? I said, don't worry, you don't understand. Honestly, we still hear, of course, now we hear the gist. It's unfortunate nobody in their clique. Hey, yeah, be yourself is here. Hi, beautiful. I did not see you on time. Hi, beautiful. Thank you for joining me. Thank you guys for being with me today. I really, really, really appreciate. I really, really appreciate you guys. Osinachi's case is so, it's like a personal thing for a lot of us. We take it so personal. And it's somebody that we never, we didn't meet. We didn't know her, as in knowing her physically or in person, but we know her through her song. And her passing was shocking, and the story that came after that was even more shocking. That's just it. My stand is always wrong. You see me, even in an ordinary relationship, you don't disrespect me verbally. I love that woman. I love this woman. That is it. You're supposed to be in the pulpit in the church and be talking quoting. I believe your husband is a pastor, because I heard people say pastor during the birthday something. You're supposed to be speaking on the pulpit, telling the congregation. Some women get it wrong from the foundation, believing a man will change. You shout, "Oh, you're being rude." Absolutely. He's not gonna change. After that thing happened, because that my friend from her wedding, I was present, young girls in the bank at the time, and then she was about getting married. So she came to my house to introduce her husband to me, to also formally give me an invitation. Then my mommy was with me, and then my mommy fell in love with the two of them. You see how disappointed pointing some people can be. My mother just saw the two of them. Hey, that these people are perfect for each other. Young people at the time. In fact, that lady's story. My mother was so happy to see the two of them. And then the wedding, we kind of, this lady I'm talking about, as of the time they met in the university. So it was college sweetheart, right? And I asked her, when all the beating were busy happening, I asked her, wait, though, how did it start? Does that mean while way back in school, you did not dictate any kind of violent art or whatever? Or nothing ever happened? She now opened up and said that he beat her once in the school. I say, in the university, and you still went on with the relationship. I say, wow, you see, once a man hits you once, eh, there is every tendency that he's going to repeat it. I know of people that they will say they will hit them and then come back with roses or come back with gift, because you're receiving gift. You're using the gift to swallow your pain. Anyway, anyway, thank you guys for being here with me. Koti said again, you don't need to hit me, shout, or being rude. Being rude is enough for me to leave. Because you understand, you got the memo. That's just it. Hey, my sister is here. My sister, thank you so much, sis. I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Koti, it's because you got the memo. A lot of people, they've not realized that. They've not. They've not realized what is like. Your sanity should be your sanctuary, if I will put it that way. Your sanity, your peace of mind should be something you treasure, something you hold dear. But when someone start violating that peace of mind, oh boy, do a reevaluate the whole relationship. Some people will wake up at 12 midnight just to sit on the bed and think. Use that period, reevaluate what the process. What am I even doing here? What is going on here? Why has it changed? Why is he hitting me? Why? Ask those whys many times so that it can stick into your mind. If it sticks in the mind, why? Am I supposed to be treated this way? Take it back to when you were living with your family. Did my father hit me this way? My mother? My siblings? Why would someone? Am I serving punishment in secondary school where they will flog you with cane back in Nigeria? So when you ask those whys, you'll be able to understand, no, I don't deserve this. I don't. I am human before I became your wife. I am someone's daughter before I became your wife. When you find yourself in that position, those are the questions you need to ask. And if the why is not, if the answers you're getting, that the reasons why he's beating you is not making sense, oh boy, that's the time to take a big walk. Once you collect the first one, that will be a you will accept more. Absolutely, absolutely. Koti, you know why I'm saying you are there in the church and you're speaking this way. My joy will be the way you're speaking should also, be seen or witnessed by your followers. Let them know, let the people in the church know you have right to happiness. You're not a punching bag. If the man wants to massage his ego, there is wrestling offices where he can go and box it out, not on a human being. Okay, look at us as parents. If a teacher in Nigeria should flog your child, you go to school and scream. You understand? Why did this will be the last time? Blah 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 blah. Principal will take notes. Everybody will start running helter skelter because a parent came to complain. Then how much more? They are so-called sweethearts. I love you, I love you. Where did he jump? To the windows? What happened to that? I love you, I love you. Thank you so much, dominant man. Thank you. Some it's upbringing. They lost their self-esteem while growing up. So they go about looking for love and acceptance when you should love yourself enough not to tolerate rubbish. Hi. I love this one. Honestly. Thank you, dominant mind. Thank you for joining us. After beating you, he will still. Nah, I don't even know how they do that thing. Sometimes I wonder, those people, they have up to 7 children. And then you be asking, but this man, they beat you all the time. And you just there, they bond, they bond, they bond, they bond. So is it the beating that makes the thing spicy? I don't understand it at all. I have no understanding. After hitting you, they will now come. Is it that they will tell you, they will tell them, oh, honey, I'm so sorry. I love you. Buy them roses and all of that. And then the woman will forget. Then they will get intimate again. Then the next day, oh, no, 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 no. Nobody wants that kind of trauma. Nobody. The moment we start realizing our self-worth, that's the beginning of it. That's the healing process. Yes, I am worth more than what I'm receiving. I am worth it. I am what. There is this American artist, Viola Davis. She said the moment you start telling yourself, even before you go for an interview, just on regular job interview, before you enter there, you have to speak to yourself and do the confirmation. Affirm to yourself that I am what more than the position I'm even seeking for. Because if you don't tell yourself in confidence that you want something, and then when they now start telling you, no, where I think that you've brought yourself so low. But when you go there, knowing your what, it will help you to like make way for things to happen. And the same is applicable to relationship. If you come into a relationship knowing your what, your partner will know, no, I can't just do anything to this one anyhow. I can't just abuse her. I can't just talk to her anyhow, talk to him rudely. They will start defining that from the very, very beginning. From the very beginning, nobody knows. There is no manual on how to run this marriage thing. There is no book said this is the guidelines. You know the way the Bible has the 10 commandments. There is no book in marriage say the 10 commandments of a successful marriage or 10 commandments of no. There is no manual, no anything to read to get the experience on how to run. But you know what you have? You have the word love and its true meaning, true definition of love. Love is not just the way we say it, oh, I love you, and then you don't mean it. When you say the word I love you should be able to mean it. You should be able to know the real meaning of love. Love is sacrificing, love is patience, it's understanding, it's respect. You can't tell me you love me and you be hitting me up and down. You can't. You can't. I am not even speaking as much as the head of the church speaks. You see, if you haven't watched her, Check Family Worship Center channel. Our senior pastor spoke on Osinachi's case. Yeah, I'm definitely going to. Are they on YouTube or Facebook? Ruth, oh, these women settle with. But see me, you offend me. Oh, we'll talk about. Oh, Ruth, what did you do to our tea? I bet you guys should take it off here and do it on the WhatsApp or Instagram so that you can settle your issue. Exactly. Know your self-worth to make the man vex, so it's not my business. Okay, look at what y'all is telling us now. Y'all said the woman brought something to the table. So if you don't know your self-worth, how will you know that you're bringing something to the table? The woman brought something to the table. The woman changed his life. There is somebody that you meet that will change your life that you wouldn't want to let go. When I watched that video, I was actually, his notification came to my to my screen, so I clicked on it. That was 9 seconds after posting the video, to tell you when I got that. I watched it the first time. I watched it the second time. I watched it the third time. My husband was like, "What is going on? Are you still on this?" I said, "No, you don't understand what I'm doing here." So I was analyzing this guy step by step. Even when he was doing it, clearing his throat, I was analyzing everything. When he was smiling after saying some people will come into your life, I was busy analyzing this man. I say, if not for YouTube and their restriction, the way people would have analyzed that video would have been an entire different thing. Thank you guys for your contribution. I really appreciate. Thank you so much. It's really sad that the things women take in the name of love and marriage, honest, and it's not supposed to be like that. It's not supposed to be like that. Some people were of the opinion that May Edochie should leave the marriage, walk away. I say, well, to me, I would say she shouldn't, because she has labored for 18 years. And as the Igbo people, we all understand. Some of us even contribute our own money to support our husband to go and build village house. I'm not talking about the things in the city, but they can sell. Village house where your children will go, right? Now, this woman will come and balance in my village sweat. And then my children will be now relegated to the background. So it's better she finds her own happiness. And I'm so happy she has got the memo. She got it real good. I woke up this morning, I checked the Instagram. It was her post I saw first. I said, this woman is rubbing it in the way I love it. She's rubbing it in the way I love it, honestly. Let the man know his boundaries. It's okay to be angry, but not touchy. Yes, of course, we are all human. We are entitled to be angry, but don't come and hit me. What my husband, my husband sometimes will talk to my daughters and say, okay, you see me, you see the way I'm loving your mother and treating your mother with respect. I don't want any man to disrespect you. My daughters are 11 and 8. So at this young age, they're already getting the memo. No man should disrespect you, speak to you in a bad word, a way, or even in a harsh tone. And no man, have you ever seen me yell at mommy? Have you ever so because no man is entitled to do that to another woman, no man should do it to you. If they think they born them well, I was like, leave my children alone, they're too young to hear love. They say, no. You have to let them know that your life is important, that you are what? Appreciated. You are what you are valued. Your parents value you so much. They love you so much that they cannot stand anybody saying any kind of thing to you. Nobody should speak ill about you. I say, child, my kids, God gave us only one commandment, and some couples no fit keep am. Husband, love your wife as Christ loved the church. Wife, be submissive to your Koti, let me now interpret that second verse of this your statement. Wife, submit to your husband. Do you know some people even translate that to mean even when their husbands are abusing them, that because they are not submissive, so they should submit. You understand? So people they interpret things to mean a lot of things. They forget the real meaning of or definition of a thing and then translate it to suit them. That's where the problem is. They'll say, okay, if you tell your husband, don't scream at me, you're not submissive. If you tell your wife, the way you answered me the other day, I did not like it. They will say, you're not loving because you don't love me. If you love me, you will not be reading meaning into everything I say. So people interpret things to suit them. And that's one thing about life. This life is a selfish one. Your comment on your, let me see your comment on your. Your Ledoche is another one waiting to happen. He is. Is another one waiting to happen. I hope I'll find that comment to what he's referring to. Akuti, for some reason I can't find it. But if I see it, I'm gonna definitely read it out. Yeah, for some reason I can't find it. It's up there. No. Okay, let me just continue. Okay, exactly. You all know fresh again. Be yourself. What are you looking at? Are you looking at the video he made in the car that was not clear? Say you all know fresh again. Stress now. How you go fresh? You know, one thing is to say I'm Odogu. Another thing is to run the Odogu well. He has two homes now. Okay, one in Lagos and one in, I think the girl is at Enugu or something. So that means you'll be shuttling this period in Lagos, Enugu. I don't even know how he's going to do it, but I know for sure that him seeing his wife in the clique of AY and his family and friends is making him to put some video out there. Exactly. I said she shouldn't let the man move out. She shouldn't. Exactly. I said she shouldn't let the man move out. Of course, now the man, they have separate homes. Oh, they do. The lady lives in Lagos with her children, and I think the other one is at Enugu. Okay, is at Enugu. But some people were of the opinion that she should just divorce the guy and move on. I say it's not that easy. Okay, when it comes to divorce and things like that, it's not that easy. Some people will ask you, did she beat you? Was he maltreating you and all of those? And if you're in court to hear divorce proceedings, you don't want to get into it. It's so messy. When I mean messy, it is absolutely messy that you don't want to hear, because that's when the wickedness of man, when I mean man, I don't mean man as just in kind of sex or gender. No, the wickedness of human being will come out in the raw form, and they are going to speak all manner of things in the court, and it becomes a public document. So even the things that you don't want to go to the public will definitely be brought to the public. So divorce is not an easy thing to go into. So you can gently divorce without going into battle with anything, trying to like, this belong to me, and just walk away. One of the things that that kind of straightened me up a little bit was when I was doing court attachment in Lagos. That was Justice Oshodi. I don't know if he's retired now. I did court attachment under Justice Oshodi and Justice Williams. That's Rotimi Williams' daughter-in-law. She is also a judge. I think she was a young judge at the time, so she should still be, in the legal system. So the man, married this woman, young lady, and then the woman started having kids. From there, she went to school. And after going to university, she couldn't tolerate what the man was doing and decided to take a walk. The man said no. They started from they are Catholics, so they started from their church. The church tried to like work things with them. Even the church got tired. The church said the man, wrote the man off, I thought, for being a very wicked man to his wife. So then they now refer them to the bishop. The bishop did all the bishop could do. The man did not change, and the woman did not change her mind because she says she's tired. She doesn't want to, buy in that marriage. Then they now came to court because the church washed off their hands because they couldn't help. They came to talk. If you see what this man, if you see what the man spoke about the wife, you say, whoa, this is the woman you claim to love, right? And after saying all kinds of negative things about the woman, she will now say, tell the judge, I still love my wife. And I don't want us to separate. I don't want to divorce. I just let her give me time. And do you know why the man was buying time? That case was in the court for over 4 years. So the man was buying time so that the woman will get old. So that man, that maybe if a man wants to marry her out there, the man will get tired. So this man frustrated the woman back, forth, and back, forth until he came to that particular judge. There's some kind of judge you meet, so this one crazed before he became a judge. The judge told him, hey, you can't do this in my court. You've been dragging this young woman for how many years? I've gone through your proceeding. You better get your act straight. If you don't get your act straight, I'll kick you out of my court. That was the first time I said, whoa, this judge is really very spicy. But it takes, grace to land your case in such a court, right? And that was how that woman got divorced. For 4 years, the man was busy dragging that process, dragging. When they are getting close to like agree on divorce, the man will come crying, I still love my wife. And once you're saying, I still love my wife, the court can't say no, that the marriage is broken. The court will now ask you guys to go back and work things out. The man did that for 4 years. The woman they've gone, even the bishop pleaded with the man to let this woman go. The man no agree. They went to their hometown in the east and met the bishop there. The man no agree. The Lagos bishop, the man no agree. Say, I still love my wife. And because they've already advised, lawyers advising very well, once you still saying things, I love my wife, they are not going to give you automatic divorce unless if there is any other reason. If you read their case file for 4 years, what the man said about, there was nothing you can think of that any name they can call a woman or any bad thing they can say to a woman that this man did not say. At the end of the day, he'll come and tell the court, I still love my wife. The judge says it's not happening in my court. If you know what this woman is owing you, you better speak it now. Otherwise, I'm going to rule this case as fast as possible. The man realized that, I met a wrong judge, And then that was it. By the time we were done, I think the program was about a month. They were already going to the final process. And once that is done, the woman will be free. She hasn't been living with you for over 4 years. And then you're still saying, I love my wife. Who is deceiving who? Bad belly people. Husband love your wife. Wife submit to your husband. If your husband love you, you will submit to him. It's a two-way thing. It's a two-way express, honestly. It's not a one-way traffic. Ndị Igbo sị na aka nnikwo nka. If you use both hands, you wash better. But if you just want to wash with this one, there are some dirt that might be in the corners that you will not get. And that's how marriage is. They say it in English, live and let live. Then when this popular musician sang, he said, Ewe belu, ugwe belu. You understand? So there are so many ways to understand and interpret this. It's not a one-way traffic. If you treat the person nicely, oh my goodness, women, they want to be pampered. They want to be loved. You understand? If you treat them, there is no way that person will not submit to you. But when you start treating them like a slave, it becomes difficult. I was discussing with my sister. She's been married for 20. I think the son should be up to 24. Maybe she's been married for 25 years or thereabout. The son was 23. So they should be married for 24 years. So I was telling her to start a YouTube channel where she can give huge advice on marriage. You understand? Because she gathered experience. When I mean experience, she's in Nigeria. She has a lot of experience. And the churches also, there are things the churches did at the time. I don't know if some churches do it now. I really, really, love what they did. That time my sister was having kids, she was not working. Hi, Dr. Cassandra. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please thumbs up the video as well. I appreciate. So she was that time in the church, she was having children, but what their church did at the time, that was some 20 something years ago, for those mothers that were home, that time this social media presence was not as strong as we only go to um, emails or thereabout. So the church will organize knitting, how to knit a hat, how to make hat, how to knit bag, how to make cake, and they were teaching those women that were in childbearing ages, that were not working at the time and all of that, instead of being idle and being home for a long period of time without interacting with people. You come to church, you meet your fellow women and all of that, and get to learn something, learn a skill. I don't know if the churches are still doing it, but at the time my sister was having children, she learned to make a hat and all manner of things, cake, anything you can think of, and it kept her busy. She said those things she was, participating in kept her sane, because if you sit at home for 24 hours, just you and children, there is no chore. When I mean chore, it becomes a chore, a huge chore. And if you keep doing it Monday to Friday to Monday to Monday to Monday, you're definitely going to break down. But some of our husbands don't even understand it. They think, yeah, I go to work, I bring money for the family and all of that. But we need to balance our sanity in whatever we do. You go to work, you interact with people, adults, you exchange thoughts, you laugh, you come back, you feel tired, you eat, and you go to bed. Then your wife will be at home nursing babies, you understand, for that length of time, and she's not appreciated. Some of them don't even appreciate their wives. So like B yourself said, if you love your wife, definitely your wife will submit to you. That is one thing I know. Definitely, there is nobody you put sugar in his or her mouth that they will vomit it, or some give something nice. When I mean sugar, I don't mean the sugar that is now causing a lot of health problems. I mean somebody. There is no person that you give something. Okay, let me say now. If I say be yourself, you know what, baby girl, just send me your account number. Let me give you some green notes. You understand? And then the next thing she's getting a lot, she will be happy. There is no person you do something good to that will not want to reciprocate back. That's as simple as it is. We are talking about Osinachi. That's the whole talk here. Osinachi, the reason why the husband is now playing I am innocent. He's asking that he did not buy the woman. And like I said, all the evidences that surrounding the case is so damaging that this man at the end of the day might not have a case. It might just be a straight shot for the prosecutor, and the man goes to rot in jail. If you read the charges against him, it's so huge. So we are waiting and looking forward to the trials. I know they're not going to televise it, but hopefully we'll get to read about it in the newspapers or online thing to know what is going on. I do want to thank all of you for being with me here today. I really do. And also, I want to use this opportunity to tell um, everyone that I'm going to be doing my live stream 1 hour earlier, in the sense that I used to come out at 9. So it's going to be 8 o'clock my time, because our time has changed. 4:30 is like 7 o'clock in the morning. So it's so bright that instead of being idle that period of time, let me just switch up things around so I can have more time in the day. And also, we are getting to summer soon. A lot of activities are beginning to happen. Actually, starting from last week, they've been having a lot of events and all of that. And we have a strong community here where we attend each other's events, as family and as community. So, ladies, I'm so grateful for all of you for today. I'm so thankful. I told myself it's going to be 1 hour live stream so that I can be able to do other things. Today, my day is going to be very busy. I have events to attend today. and it's a fun one. So I'm going to be shooting the video as well about where we'll be going today. So it might be up in the week, within the week. I might be able to like finish the editing and post the video within the week. So closing out today, I'm going to say if Osinachi's husband is claiming that he's innocent, he should have his own evidence to back whatever he's claiming. Otherwise, the evidence so far gathered and the testimonies of people from his own family to the family of Osinachi to his children and even fellow music artists and churches is completely damaging to the man, that the man might not have anything to justify himself at the end of the day. So he's crying for help. He should be able to grant interview and speak, saying, okay, what happened, this, that. He's not doing that. So, and I believe one thing, even if everybody's going to lie against you, your own children, as young as they are, they can be liars, okay? So no matter how you try to ask for help or plea for your innocence, your children are so little for anybody to say that, yeah, they were abducted. They haven't even gone to court at the time they spoke. They spoke from the experiences they've witnessed at home. So based on that, I'm going to say the man should face the legal consequences of whatever it is that he did to his wife, and let that serve as a precedent to a lot of people out there, that you can't just marry somebody's wife and turn her to a punching bag, and you can't just marry somebody's son and maltreat him as well. So it's a two-way thing. As we speak to the men, we also speak to the women. So we should be able to appreciate each other when we have love in the midst. It kind of makes it a lot easier. And the true definition of love is not just by buying gifts. Love is understanding. Love is patient. Love is respect. Love is giving out yourself, giving out your time. That is love. Love is not just, I will go to the store, okay, how much is that? I buy. Mm-mm. Love is understanding each other, going through process with each other, showing serious concern, showing empathy. Okay, that's just how I'm going to end it today. Thank you so much. Sister Ifechi says she has live stream tomorrow, 3 p.m. Yeah, 3 p.m. is my 9 a.m. and that's when I'm walking out of the church. So most time I meet you when I'm still in the car. Like what happened last week, I was in the car trying to catch up with you. I looked at my battery. I said, "Chai, my battery is dead." So before I got to midway on the road going home, my battery packed up. However, I'm still going to be there because it's even easier for me as I'm coming. I know when you finish from church, the next thing you're looking at your phone, Sister Faith is there praising God. So I like that. Thank you all for joining me today. Thank you, Ruth. Be yourself. Thank you to my sister, Sister Feti. Thank you, Dr. Cassandra. Thank you, Moment with Koti. Please, I want you continue to use your voice in your church to speak to women in organizations, women in committees in the church, women in the prayer cells, prayer groups. Speak with them. Let them understand that they need to value themselves. If you value yourself, if you have self-love, that's when you can give it out. You can't give out what you don't have. So you need to, first of all, love yourself enough. When you love yourself enough, you'll be able to realize that nobody should love me less, okay, or treat me anyhow. So continue to do what you do. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you. Let me see who I have. Dominant Man. Thank you. Christy. Thank you. Am I missing anybody? Am I missing anybody? I just don't want to miss anybody. I'm trying to get. Okay. Thank you, Mel Fitness. Thank you all. Thank you, Maggie Space. I really appreciate each and every one of you. May our weekend continue to be blessed and may we enjoy every bit of it. The weather is getting warm, so go out there and take a walk around and eat well and exercise. Thank you guys for being with me today. I really, really appreciate it. And until I see you guys next time by 8 a.m. my time, which will be 2 p.m. UK time, stay well and be blessed. Thank you.